Hey, good evening, and welcome to our podcast, Joan Wesman. Professor Joan Wesman, thank you so much for joining me. This, of course, is just a test, so we won't talk about anything serious or real. That being said, this is Thursday, February 25th, about 4:26 p.m. in the year 2021, in case this is watched like a decade from now. We're like, oh my gosh, look at the technology back then. On this day, uh, how was your day today? What kind of
Let's
things,
see, how was my
transpired?
day? Well, actually, I had a really, really interesting class with Mark Sappenfield, who's the editor of the Christian Science Monitor. And, Monitor Night Live is tonight. I don't know if you're involved in setting that up or making that happen.
Not at all, but I will be tuning in.
Well, I've asked my classes to tune in, but Mark is really, really interesting to listen to. I have to say, he came to my class. They asked great questions. And Christian Blaney even said that you and he were talking about the news, and he brought up his idea of micropayments with Apple Pay for individual articles. And Mark
Yeah.
was kind of tearing his hair out because he was like, yes, yes, we know that is a great idea, but it's hard to pull off. But
Right.
he's just so honest about, I mean, they asked him about, bias and, the model and just a lot of things. And he just goes there like he's super transparent and thoughtful. And I thought it was a great class. I'm going to be interested what the students think.
These are the types of things certainly the entities involved are working on, doing whatever they have to do to stay relevant and available, and um, their economics happening, because everything is moving away from the we hate to use the word traditional platforms, but
Well, they have to keep finding new models to keep things working. And I mean, this is the whole unit I'm trying to teach right now, which is really hard to grasp, which is, once news went online and they all get it off social media, what happens to the traditional news sources and how do they cope? And so at first everything was free, and then they were like, oh, well, we can't not make any money. And
right.
he basically, I wrote it down because I thought it was really interesting. He said Google killed the news industry. That's a direct
Google
quote.
killed. That's great. What's great is about that is Google killed everybody. I mean, that's exactly right. Google killed music. I mean, Google
Yep,
killed. I mean, I've
absolutely.
heard musicians all say the same thing. I hate book art. Well, interestingly, books seem
Amazon
to still.
killed Amazon killed the
Yeah,
book industry. But basically
yeah,
Amazon, Google, and Facebook have just turned, I mean, that's what I should call my course something much more interesting than Intro to Mass Comm. I should call it Google, Facebook, and Amazon killed everything.
yeah.
Because that's basically what I'm trying to say.
We are facing something that I don't think anybody knows where it's going to land. Everybody's just scrambling to keep up, and
So
then we'll
true.
just see what happens.
That's my
So
entire course in a nutshell. I
it's
guess if people
amazing.
listen to
Well,
this interview, they don't have to take Intro to Mass Comm because that's it right there.